Good evening to you and to our viewers. Indeed, what you can see now on this picture there are members of the ANC Women's League as well as members of the ANC from the Northwest Province who are here to welcome their counterparts from Gauteng, who will be handing over the body of the late struggle icon Rita Ndzanga, who passed on in Gauteng, who has been staying in Gauteng. We're seeing here the ANC in the province led by the chairperson Nonomaloyi awaiting the arrival of the body. And on the right, just outside of your picture, are some police officers, blue lights from the police officers' vehicles who are now arriving here in the Northwest Province in Potchefstroom to hand over the body of the late struggle icon Rita Ndzanga to the ANC in the Northwest Province. As you would understand that she was a trade unionist, she spent most of her time in the province of Gauteng. So the ANC Women's League are singing in anticipation of the arrival of the hearse carrying the body of Rita Ndzanga. But I suppose before that happens, let's bring in the chairperson of the ANC in Northwest just to understand what's going to happen here. Nonomaloyi is the chairperson of the ANC in Northwest. Please talk us through what's going to happen here today, sir.
Now, what is going to happen is that Mama Rita is coming here from Gauteng. Gauteng will be handing over the body to us in the Northwest. And from here, she will then be proceeding to Ventersdorp, and the burial will be tomorrow. So the purpose of today's engagement is just to receive the body from Gauteng to the Northwest.
And she's been hailed as one of the struggle icons who never sold out the struggle, who stayed with the struggle until she took her last breath. What's your understanding of or how do you remember Rita Ndzanga?
Yeah, she's one of the heroines of our struggle who sacrificed her entire life for the liberation of the people of South Africa as a whole, including the workers of this country. Like you are saying, she never sold out. She has spent a lot of time in and out of prison. She was harassed. She was not even given an opportunity to say goodbye to the husband. She was one of the most disciplined cadres of the movement. And we hope that other members of the ANC will learn from Mama Rita, particularly us here in the Northwest, where we have a lot of challenges as it relates to discipline and so on. So we'll be burying this heroine tomorrow, and we expect that the majority of members of the ANC to be there and say goodbye to Mama Ndzanga. And hopefully they will do the same thing and be disciplined members of the ANC and emulate what she did for people of this country and people of the Northwest in particular, because she's from the Northwest.
Studio, thank you very much, sir, for your time. Studio, I'll ask my colleague Jabu to come closer so he can show you what's happening around here. We've got members of the ANC Women's League who from the Northwest Province who are now awaiting the arrival of the body of Rita Ndzanga. As you can see there, preparations are already underway to ensure that the proper handing over is being done here. I will tell you that the place where Rita Ndzanga was born is in Gamokgopa. That place is synonymous with forceful removals, which happened during the apartheid regime. You'd remember that people were removed forcefully from their places of residence in some instances, and the Bakwena Bamokgopa who reside in that area of Mokgopa, which is about, say, 60 kilometers away from Potchefstroom, where this handing over ceremony is being done. They were forcefully removed from that place, Bakwena Bamokgopa. Some of them ended up staying in places such as Bethany and Jericho in Brits. Some of them then relocated to a place called Potchefstroom. It's also known as Mogopa, just outside Zeerust. Some of them are in different places. So she was born in a place which was synonymous with the struggles where people were fighting for equality. But then she did not just end there with her activism, because she was born into a family of activists, as you may, because the circumstances made it rather from her side needed for her to also be part of those activists who would then fight against the apartheid regime. So this currently what's happening here is that the body will be handed over to the ANC in Northwest. It will be done by the ANC in Gauteng, and then they would proceed to the family house, which is in Ventersdorp. To speak with us from Gauteng. Welcome back to Potchefstroom here in the Northwest Province. What you are seeing now are members of the military veterans ushering in the body of Mayor Rita Ndzanga, as the ANC in Gauteng is handing over the body of Mayor Ndzanga to the ANC here in the Northwest Province. She did most of her activism in Gauteng, and that's where she passed on. So that handing over process is now taking place, as you can see there on the picture. So we are seeing now members of the ANC here in the Northwest Province preparing to accept the body of me. So I'm now going to let you listen in as the handing over process is taking place. So that process is about to start now. They are just going to ask the family to move closer so they can be part of the whole handing over process, or the handing over ceremony of the body of Mayor Rita Ndzanga, who passed on in Gauteng, in the Northwest, in Gauteng, and was born here in the Northwest Province. I will let you listen in as that process unfolds. I will let you listen in as that process unfolds, as the family of Mayor Rita Ndzanga is moving closer. So the chairperson of the ANC in the Northwest Province, Nonomaloyi, is also here too.
As well. Good evening. Malibongwe. Watinta bafazi. Long live the spirits of Mam Rita Ndzanga. Long live. Amandla. Dumedisa kina Faith Mazibuko, chairperson wa Women's League ko province ya Gauteng. Kitsamaya mona li deputy provincial secretary wa rona wa ANC, me Tasnim Mutara. Chairperson re dumedise wa Northwest, ke tsamaya mona le family ya mme Rita, re tla re tsamaya leeto ya ka re tlile ka mona re lebile ga Mogopa kwana ko Ventersdorp. Che ne re marapa intambo sizidlulisela ngakini ngapha eNorthwest. Njengoba umama Rita liyatsiba ineli struggle icon, ineli muthu ya zabalazitseng haholo ka mona ka ko Gauteng. She lived in Gauteng most of her life. She was also a member of the legislature. Impa modimo ha sa mo hopotse o ile a re le ena o kopa hore a ile roballa ka ko gae ga Mogopa. Ingako silana namhlanje, chairperson. I will hand over to our deputy provincial secretary to say a few words. Ki ona Merita o robetse mona pele ha rona. Comrade DPS.
Thank you very much, Comrade Chairperson of the Women's League. Once again, good evening to the leadership of the ANC in the Northwest, led by Comrade Nono. On behalf of the Provincial Executive Committee of the ANC in Gauteng, I think it's for us to offer our condolences. We've been together with the family throughout. Also just to say that thank you for allowing us to share in the life of Mam Rita. Thank you for allowing her to be a representative of the people in Gauteng. Thank you for borrowing her to us for most of her life in sacrifice of time spent with yourselves. She could have chosen to stay here. She chose a different life path. And ourselves as Gauteng, we benefited from the activism of Mam Rita. We're really here to say and offer our condolences to the leadership of the Provincial Executive Committee, all the structures of the ANC, all structures of the leagues, all structures of the Alliance in Northwest. And on behalf of Gauteng, we are here to return your mother, sister, daughter, our mother, our daughter, our sister, where she will rest in eternal peace. Thank you very much.
Chair, Mayor, Deputy Provincial Secretary, would like to hand over to yourself and also allow you to say some few words.
So we are about to witness the handing over, the official handing over of the body to the ANC in the Northwest Province. Let's listen in.
Deputy Chair.
As you can see there, the chairperson of the ANC in Northwest, Nono Maloyi, shaking hands there with the Deputy Provincial Secretary of the ANC in Gauteng, Tasnim Motara. Let's listen to the address by Nono Maloyi.
Nono Maloyi, let's start there. Ke modula stulo wa African National Congress mo Northwest. Ke tsamaya le motlatsa modula stulo wa ANC mo Northwest, Comrade Lasi Mokgosi. Re tsamaya le MEC wa Finance mo Northwest, Comrade Motlalepule Khosho. Where are you, Tlale? Oh, she's just behind me. Re na le leadership ya ANC Women's League mo JB Max Municipality. Re na le leadership ya ANC mo JB Max Municipality. Leadership ya Communist Party COSATU. Le bone ba teng mo gompieno go tlo go amogela moganka wa rona o tswang mo bokoni bophirima me fela tla re leboge Gauteng pele gore le ile la re tlhokomela moganka o le mo tshwere sentle go Gauteng le ene o spendile na kwa gage entsi ya le go Gauteng ya dong o boetse gae Comrade Faith re leboge le family kana le re produce ditse a hero ene se ngwana lona fela ene le ngwana rona tatlhegelo ya lona ke tatlhegelo ya African National Congress, so all of us relatlhegetswe and so on. That is why we are going to pay our tribute as the African National Congress gore re mo tsamaise sentle a tsamaye sentle a robale sentle. Ne ke bua Eliafa gore ke o mong wa baganka ba ene go they are very few in the African National Congress. ANC ya gompieno re na le mathata a go sa utlwi a go sa nne le ditsebe ya no re tshepa go maloko otlhe a African National Congress ba tla tsaya go tswa mo go Merita ba follow mo di footstepping tsa gage. Re tshepa le tla dira jalo ANC members. This is your hero and so on. Northwest produced a lot of heroes. Bo mo Skotane ba tswa mo Northwest, bo JB Max ba tswa mo Northwest, bo Mama Rita ba tswa mo Northwest, bo Mama Ruth Mompati ba tswa mo Northwest and so on. We have produced a lot of heroes, very disciplined members of the African National Congress. So we must learn from them. Le bana ba rona ka osane ha ba gola, they must be proud of us. Ba sa re bona re le di leaders tse le go di le ya tlhaka-tlhakanya African National Congress. Gauteng, thank you very much. Family ya Merita, thank you very much. Re tla ba re na lona le ka osane ka bo madimabe conference ya ANC tswella pele ko Rustenburg, ma re tla etsa ka bojotlhe go re kgaoganye ba nne teng ko lefung ga ba ntse ba le busy ko Rustenburg. Re lebogile. Will now hand over go mme Motlalepule Khosho because funeral by declared an official funeral. It's category what? Category 2. Yeah, it's category 2. So it's an official funeral e tlo tsamaiswang ke puso and so on. So ke tla mo fa gore a re kwalle a tla re bolele go from here where do we go. Over to you Tlale.
So there you have it. That's Nono Maloyi, the chairperson of the ANC here in the Northwest Province, thanking the ANC in Gauteng for having taken care of Rita Ndzanga, who passed on and was born here in the Northwest Province. As you can see here in front of you, there's a coffin draped in the ANC flag. Okay, now let's listen into Emisi Khosho, who is also a member of the Women's League.
Fairness stop. Mo e leng gore ke ko mama Rita e leng gore ra go tlhola bosigo le ene ko teng e le gore tla be le gore badimo le bone ba tla be yanong ba mo amogela ko teng me ka moso tiro e tla simolla ka 8:00. And the African National Congress as a procedure, the flag it tla simolla it tla ntshiwa ko gae comrade Faith in the Northwest normally re etsa at home. So the veterans will be leading that processions. The veterans of the ANC, they lead that procession. It will be our two elderly mothers of the Veterans League to bid farewell to Mama Rita. So we'll now leave a chairperson, and as government, we'll be working together with the Northwest, with the Gauteng government, and as well as the structures of the African National Congress, led by the ANC, and also our Women's League will be leading us. I think that is the process from here that will travel now to Fairness Stop to Gamogopa village. Thank
you very much.
Okay, dumelang bagaetso. Re leboga re motlotlo thata go bona gore ditiro tse a di diretseng tsone le a di lemoga, because go etsa yana ga lona go bontsha gore ne le elelwa tseneng a di etsa mare yaka re a boletse ke santsane ke ipheta ANC dirang yaka ane a dira o tsamaile a ngongoregile thata. So na really ne ke utlwa botlhoko ka gore ne ke mmona o e bua ka pelo e botlhoko a re this is not what we fought for. So I'm saying to you lekgotla la ANC e le etsang entle ra e rata fetogang le metlhala le itukise e tla robala ka khotso. I think o tla robala ka khotso ha le ka fetoga. So from the family rona re itumetsa re bona le re direla ka mogole re direlang ka teng re itumela gore ra bona re matsapa ga genese a lefela. Ke a leboga.
Tla fa malume ge a moretle and then be re mo amorete ya na eng amorete
Mamkhulu mamkwena molokazana wasemaqwathini sikuzise apha njengoba bengithile ngithi uhambo lakho alijikanga nkosazana lusese ngalendlela eliwe ngalo kusenzeka ngalendlela ubufune ngayo njengoba uthe ufuna ukubuyiselwa ekhaya sikuzisile ke inkokheli zakho sithethile sithandwa sami ayikho into eninzi engizoyithetha sifuna ukukubambezela kuyabanda apha ngaphandle siyabulela singahamba siyakuthatha ke ngoku sendlini apho siza kuthatha khona uyosalula nsi kohlala khona apho umsebenzi wakho uzoqala ngakhona ewe mamkwenu siyakucela uhambe nathi ungathuswa kukufika ebusuku sisi into zalomhlaba zihamba kahle.
So that's more like it from the Northwest Province, as you are seeing now the ritual by the family to now taking the body to the family house. But basically the two members of the first member of the family was calling on the ANC to emulate the same high levels of discipline that was displayed by Mayor Rita Ndzanga when she was still alive. And we saw there the ANC in Northwest Northwest thanking Gauteng for having taken care of Mayor Rita Ndzanga for them, and also ANC in Gauteng thanking the Northwest for having produced an icon like Mayor Rita Ndzanga, who displayed high levels of discipline in the ANC. So now the body will be taken to the family house, which is in Gamukgopa, about 60 kilometers from here, just next to Ventersdorp town here in the Northwest Province. So from us here in Potchefstroom in the Northwest, is back to you in studio.
It's always touching, and what a glorious send-off in a way, with those recollections of just what a titan she was, both in her activism but also in the trade union movement.